Leaders of the BRICS countries are set to meet at the 14th BRICS Summit on June 23. This year's summit will be hosted by China. Experts from various countries have placed great hopes at the upcoming summit. They have also hailed China's role in pushing global cooperation.
I think that there was no better time to China assume the presidence of the group of BRICS, because actually the world is facing a challenging situation relative to pandemics, to climate change, to balance the development, and now this geopolitical conflicts. I think that the fact that China assumed the presidency of the BRICS will be very important for this group of BRICS countries to work exactly to improve the union of all the countries of the world, and not the division. I think that BRICS is very important in this aspect because it represents the voice of the development countries to try to build a consensus, to find a way to solve these problems. And now, with China in the presidency of the group, this voice will be much stronger.
It is important China, bring together this grouping of nations, to hold sacrosanct multilateralism. Because as individual countries, they cannot do anything. But at the multilateral dimension, they can achieve much more. Because right now, you see, with the problems, especially the scourge of COVID-19, pandemic, which has ravaged a whole lot of nations, including the developing world, which are the most hit, we can't do this alone. We can't fight the scourge alone. It's a war that we can't fight alone. It's a war that we have to fight in cooperation with one another.
Well, the BRICS countries in the year 2022 becomes all the more important because the world is facing both the challenge to recover from the pandemic and the crisis in Eastern Europe now between Ukraine and Russia. So this allows them to lead the world out of this quagmire of conflict and tension and focus again the attention of the global community on development, on sowing the seeds of prosperity again.
The BRICS countries need to reinforce actions related to trust and cooperation to consolidate multilateralism. Through this part, it will be possible to face major international issues, respect each country's sovereignty, security, and develop interest.
BRICS is the acronym for an emerging market bloc that groups Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. The bloc represents 42% of the world's population and a fifth of the global GDP.